Hello everyone, SmackDown just ushered in a new era indeed in WWE coming up. We hear from the brand new WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is the new WWE Champion after defeating Roman Reigns. What next on his agenda as the new champ? We'll hear from Cody coming up. Also, too, speaking of new champs, Bayley is the new WWE Women's Champion after winning at WrestleMania over her protege, Io Sky. Bayley is the new WWE Women's Champion, and Bayley has some challenges awaiting her that wants to crack at her goal coming up. Also, too, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis has revealed there'll be two triple threat matches to determine who will be the number one contender for Cody's new WWE title. We see Rey Mysterio, Kevin Owens, and AJ Styles in one match. In the other, LA Knight, the Almighty Bobby Lashley, and Santos Escobar. Which one of these six men will advance to meet each other in the semifinals coming up? We'll get to this and more, and plus wrestling hot topics as well. A lot going on. We're going to get to it right now as the Pro Wrestling Show starts. Right now. Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect and the other platforms as well. Join that conversation right now. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button when we're on this thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Man, what a Pro Wrestling Show we have for you. Let's not waste no time whatsoever right now. We're going to get things started with the man of the hour, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is back. Cody Rhodes as reeling the momentum he had at WrestleMania. And what a momentum he was finishing his story at WrestleMania 40 to defeat the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. And Cody Rhodes is now your brand new WWE Champion. I don't think you don't need the word undisputed no more. I think Cody Rhodes will be the final Universal Champion. So they make Cody a two-time champion. But Cody's saying going forward he wants to be WWE Champion. So the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, it just boggles my mind. I'm saying the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes did it at WrestleMania. He addressed the crowd. He addressed tonight's two triple threat matches to await. He'll be awaiting who will win amongst those that triple threat match between the two matches from the two triple threats to finally face him. And we could see that match at Backlash. And Cody also addressed The Rock. Cody said what The Rock told him on Raw, that The Rock said he will be coming back and waiting for him whenever that time may be. So Cody Rhodes back in a mission. He got The Rock waiting in the wings when The Rock returns. The Rock said he's coming for Cody Rhodes, and Rock had held Cody's belt. I don't know why. That was an awkward moment, but The Rock did that for his own sick, twisted way, just to see if he can be WWE champion one day. But Cody's saying he's gonna be watching and awaiting who he's gonna be facing at Backlash. So we'll be awaiting as well who will Cody meet at Backlash. And Cody is the poster child for Backlash. Nightmares do come true. So Cody will be defending. I'm assuming he's going to be defending his championship at Backlash. His first title defense as WWE champion at Backlash. We'll wait to see on that. Speaking of that, Cody's locker room has occupied the Roman Reigns' old locker room. And you see Paul Heyman, Solo, and Jimmy was going to go into the locker room until Kevin Owens came out there and told him, hey, you can't come in here. And I think that would kind of irk them and went them make crazy. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. What's going on with the Bloodline? The Bloodline could be divided once again. However, there's a lot of factions being divided. Well, Santos Escobar was in the ring. Santos was ready for his match. In that triple threat match against Bobby Lashley and LA Knight. Santos talking about he wants to be WWE champion. And Santos saying this could be a full dream for him. but the dream didn't come for full for him. As LA Knight pinned Santos to get the 1-2-3 over Bobby Lashley. Hard fought matchup. It wasn't the case. So LA Knight wins the first triple threat match. Who will LA Knight meet in the other triple threat match? And after that match, we will see in the semifinals, the finals, who will these are the semifinal triple threat matches, but who will meet each other in the finals for the no more contenders tournament, mini tournament, what you like to call. Well, speaking of that, Rey Mysterio, he looking forward to be WWE champion. Rey Mysterio want to avenge that loss that he was WWE champion for quit by an hour, and John Cena took the title from him. And Ray wants to win it for himself and win it for the LWO. Ray got that opportunity, and he'll get it later on. Braun Breaker was in action as well. Braun Breaker won his match against some jobbers. Braun Breaker devastating everyone left and right with Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker still trying to be a main player on SmackDown. We'll see how that's going to go. Well, we hear from the brand new WWE Women's Champion, Bayley. Bayley finally won the championship away from Io Sky. Bayley now wants to become the a fighting champion. Tiffany Stratton came out there saying she wanted to crack at Bayley's championship as well as Naomi. Well, that led to a impromptu match between the two women. Bayley was kind of like watching from afar. Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. Tiffany Stratton lost to Naomi. I think Naomi won the match. Now Naomi jockeying position will get herself a championship match. She'll take on Bayley next week in Bayley's first title defense against Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship. So Naomi now no stranger to championships. She's a former TNA champion, women's champion, and now Bayley wanted to give her the opportunity to wrestle for the WWE Women's Championship. We'll see that coming up. So Bayley looking on as she knows that Naomi is a fierce competitor, and Naomi ain't gonna hold back one bit. Tell you that right now. Well, it came to a head as we'll talk about this. It came to a head as Tama Tonga has associated himself with Solo Sokola and Paul Heyman looking like he's a Paul and looking like he's in disbelief. And who can blame Heyman? Heyman knows the thing too. But this all started as Solo was hugging on Jimmy, telling Jimmy, "You my brother, my brother." Solo betrayed Jimmy and gave Jimmy the spike after Jimmy lost his match against his own brother, his own twin brother, Jay. Jay's moving high waves on Raw. No one contender Jay for the world title. We'll see that, but it looked like a family disarray in the bloodline. And Solo attacking Jimmy Uso. I really truly believe that Jimmy should have won that match. It wouldn't hurt Jay one bit, but it would have rebooted him. But I don't know. Everything is a little bit off the ridges and stuff. But Solo taking him off his frustration, his anger, off on Jimmy and betraying Jimmy and the debut of Tama Tonga, who is King Haku's son. Just and I guess Paul Heyman looking like he didn't even see what's going on. I think Tama Tonga is King Haku's son, but it's not his biological son. But I guess King Haku adopted Tama Tonga, and Tama Tonga is now part of the bloodline. And you can see Paul Heyman was looking a bit baffled and shocked about it, even to the point that Tama Tonga intimidated Heyman, and Solo intimidated Heyman. Heyman said they didn't even try to go to the orders of the tribal chief for this. But I don't know about that. But I guess Solo wants to call an Oliver on his own. And what a way to bring Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga is from New Japan. He's been wrestling New Japan for quite some time. And now Tama Tonga has aligned himself with Solo. And I think Solo has kept the dead weight of his brother off of his life. I think Solo saying that Jimmy was the link, the weak link, So Jimmy then healed up his end of the bargain. And now when you got Tama Tonga and Solo together, what's really going on? And I think Tama Tonga is a truly great competitor. If you look on his YouTube video, he's been part of the Bullet Club. I've seen a couple of his actions. Tama Tonga is a exceptional wrestler. He's more like Jimmy. He's more like Jay in a way, but he's built like Roman, but wrestles like Jay. You got to watch some of Tama's matches with the Bullet Club, Carl Anderson, and what's his name? Tama Tonga is that. But we'll see how this is going to go with Tama Tonga and Jimmy. And all this betrayal between Solo betraying his own brother for Tama Tonga. So we'll see how that's going to play out eventually. Well, Nick Aldis, the SmackDown GM, said that he since the tag team championships has been split, they're no more undisputed, and now tag team titles are kind of disputed amongst themselves on the different brands because they got competition. But the blue brand looking for no one contenders for new tag team champions, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Well, the Street Profits want to step up, and the I think between them two that's gonna step up. I think they're gonna give the Street Profits the first the first buy-in at first, and then the English crew will get it, win the titles eventually. So that's what I'm looking at right now on that. Well, we move on to the main event. The main event was that we told you in the beginning that LA Knight won the match. He was waiting to see who he was going to meet between Lashley, AJ Styles, and Rey Mysterio. Well, he didn't have to look no further as AJ Styles and Lashley all had a match against Ray, and they all was trying to jock in position, win the match. But at the end, AJ quick roll up. I think it was a phenomenal Styles clash. AJ pent Ray. AJ LA Knight will do it again in a WrestleMania rematch, but this time they'll be for the number one contendership to determine who's going to meet Cody Rhodes for the WWE champion. Who's going to determine to meet Cody Rhodes for the WWE championship? Will it be AJ or will it be LA Knight next week? So we'll find out and see. Well, I kind of I kind of think it's gonna be AJ Styles. AJ really needs it because Cody did point out about AJ Styles during his promo that him and AJ Styles are the only two men to only hold the WWE, the NWA, and the Ring of Honor World Championship. So I'm looking forward to seeing that being the first match for Cody on his first title defense. LA Knight versus AJ Styles next week on SmackDown. And on the honorable mention, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair won their match tonight against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, former tag team champions. I believe that Bianca and Jade will be the next women's tag team champions. Look at them. Both of them physical, beautiful. Both of them in physical condition. Impressive. They are really impressive. Look for them to go for the women's tag team titles against Damage Control and take the championships away from them. So we're gonna end that on the SmackDown Ring Report side with AJ LA Knight for next week. We move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this. We're hearing that Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to be the man during that epic WrestleMania finish between Cody and Roman, The Rock, John Cena, Solo, the Uso brothers. Stone Cold was supposed to have a moment with The Rock. And I was believing that it was financial issue and stuff. Stone Cold didn't believe that, and that's what it was. Stone Cold had a financial issue and financial problem to pay and stuff. Stone Cold wanted to get paid, I guess, for appearance, and I guess they didn't want to go with that route. So hey, we'll see. But Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to take the Undertaker spot. Whether or not it worked, so hey, it led to the Cody winning the championship. So Cody Rhodes did. Speaking of Cody, a fan took a picture of this on his Instagram and saying that with the seat he was, saying he took the photo and saying Cody Rhodes, it was an amazing shot for Cody. then Cody still reeling in a lot and stuff. What's going on? So Cody Rhodes setting the tone as the new champion, the new, I guess he like to call it the Renaissance era of the WWE. We'll see. We was hearing reports that Cody was supposed to schedule to defend his championship against um Sheamus, but that wasn't the case. Now I guess now we get the audible that's been changed from AJ and LA Knight. So we'll see that. But speaking of Sheamus, Sheamus will be returning this Monday on Raw. We don't know what the Celtic Warrior has in store for the red brand, people on the red brand, and going forward, and what Sheamus is going to do. So we'll see. What else went down tonight? That's the wrong one. Yeah. So I guess that's gonna do it here for the SmackDown Ring Report. TNA got action figures right here. TNA champion Moose, women's champion Jordan Grace, Eddie Edwards, and Josh Alexander. They're out because they need to do a video game if they want to be doing all this. But hey, WWE did this hello. I don't know if someone hacked it or not. Who knows? So we're gonna end this here on the SmackDown Ring Report, which you see right here on the thumbnail, with Solo Sikoa betraying his own brother and inviting Tama Tonga into the bloodline. And how this dynamic gonna be? What does Roman Reigns have to say about this? And we will have to wait and see and find out. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Predict the Outcome, or not predict, but the SmackDown Ring Report meant to say. I'm so sorry. We got the WrestleMania been coverage all throughout. So let's do it again. Thank you for watching this edition of the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. We'll see you Monday for Raw on the Raw Ring Report after show. See you later.